Hey guys, my name is Mike, and welcome to Redneck Politics, where real American voices matter. Um, Guys, I wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit. Do you remember? Some of you may have watched it when Biden and Trump during their campaigns, and they had that first debate. Uh, to me, the first debate, Biden slammed him. But then here comes the second one, and everybody saw, you could tell that Biden was mentally not just always there. So even as Democrats or independents, they knew that this was going to be Biden's last term. They ended up nominating uh, our vice president at the time, Kamala Harris, to run for the presidency. I do believe that is one of the reasons why Trump won it, not because there was anything wrong with Kamala Harris, not because she was a woman, not because she was. The reason why is people didn't have enough time to get to know her. I mean, you have to understand, all they had was about 3 months left, and they went from campaigning for Biden now to immediately campaigning for Harris. Um, there just wasn't enough time. There wasn't enough to learn about her. And even though there were people out there who said, I don't want to vote for Trump, but, I can't vote for her, and so they end up putting Trump back in the White House. Now, during the campaign, uh, of course, all politicians do this, but I'm not worried about all politicians right now. I'm worried about only one, and that's our President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Uh, Now, he campaigned, and I'm going to say this first because of everything that's going on around the world with us being involved by putting boots on the ground in another country. He's always campaigned on anti-war. He will not, he'll stop all the wars we got overseas. Um, if day one, and he will, uh, the Ukraine Russia war will be over. Just give me my first day. You already know what I'm thinking. um, he promised, which is very important to the people that get the SSI, SSDI, the Medicaid, the SNAP. Um, And he knew that if he went on that campaign trail and said that he was going to cut any one of these programs, it was going to be bad for him. Um, so he said he wasn't going to mess with any of it. None of it. Well, in the big, beautiful bill, they're cutting over $800 million out of Medicaid and over $200 million out of SNAP. So, I'm not going to touch Social Security disability. I'm not going to mess with SNAP. Straight up lie. Tariffs. Yes, this dude has preached tariffs. I think he come out of the crib, preaching tariffs. The thing of it is he tried to convince everybody that it was going to make us grossly rich, and that um, it's not taxes. Really? It is taxes, basically towards us. I mean, we the ones have to end up forking this money out for these high tariff costs. Bring down inflation. I'm gonna tell you something. When we come out of COVID had wreaked such havoc around the world and here in the United States. Every economy was crashing. So to me, coming out of COVID, our economic, it was bad. Uh, but at least Biden got everything stable. The inflation that Trump picked up was at a good inflation rate. Create more jobs. I'm gonna tell you, this has been the worst year on record that we have had on the unemployment. We're well performing under, since he's been in office, 50,000 when they were projecting 75,000, 45,000 when they were expecting 120,000. But I'm just going over some of these that the promises that were made. Bring back manufacturing. We haven't or even heard of anything yet. There's some things in the talk, and I'm sure there are some things we may not know about at the moment, but it's definitely not on the forefront of his mind. He's had the cover up with Epstein. We've bombed Iran. We have bombed Nicaragua. We have bombed the Somalis. The boats, the killing of the drug smuggling boats. But these were campaign promises that Trump made, and not one of them, not the first thing, has he done to try to better our country and for our American citizens. You are giving to the rich. You're giving the tax breaks to the rich. You swore you would not cut any programs, and that's exactly what you're doing. There's been over 200,000 jobs cut since he's been in office. So these promises that he's made, I want to know where they're at. But this is a rogue president. He's got us so deep into our economics. It's just utterly crazy. But guys, if you like this kind of content, please hit the alert bell, please hit the like, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.